is what you need. Because you do it like me. Because you do it like me.
Do I Intimidate You at South by Southwest?
Because you do it like me. Because you do it like me. Because you do it like me. Because you know the way to touch it.
Do I Intimidate You? South by Southwest. First of all, let's just take a moment to see who's even sitting here, okay? You are...
My name is Kamna Bhojwani, and I am a sexologist.
Honey, sexologist. What is a sexologist?
It's a great question. I had to look it up myself.
Yeah.
It's basically someone who studies human behavior through sexuality or studies human sexuality. And if I can just say, when we talk about sexuality, we're not talking about sex. Sex is like one slice of the pie. We're talking about the whole thing. We're talking about how you feel, how you dress, how you present
Right.
yourself, pleasure, consent, desire,
Right.
justice.
Right.
All of those things are part of sexuality.
Thank you. And you know what's interesting about that? With the woman's body, or at least with mine, there's certain weeks where I want to look really sexy, like probably right now.
Yeah, right.
And then and then there's other weeks where I'm like, I could care less. And I think that's hormonal and all of that. So talk to me about this business of yours.
Oh my God, I do it all. So I have a podcast called Sex, Tech, and Spirituality because I talk about sex, the future. We're talking about men. We're going to be talking about people are dating AI, chatbots. We're talking about robotics. That's the future. But here's the thing. Whatever we do in our past and our present, we take into the future.
Correct.
So when it comes to sex and sexuality, I think if we don't fix the shame and we don't fix the misogyny and we don't fix the fact that everybody's so scared of being who they are
Yes.
and who they want to be,
Yes.
that's what we're putting into the technology. And I don't really want to be part of that world.
No.
I want it to be sexier and open and more fluid like us.
It's 2025, you guys. Why is this still such a weird taboo? I mean, how do you think we all got here?
All right, exactly.
Why do you think people are so uncomfortable with sex?
It's it's so weird. So I grew up in India.
Yeah.
I live in the US now.
Yeah.
I've lived in the UK. I've lived in Australia. And there's always this stereotype that certain countries are more conservative than others. No.
Yeah.
We're all equally fucked or
Yeah.
not fucked, as the case were, right? We were all raised with some around. A lot of it has to do with religion.
It does.
In many, and you name it, every major religion in the world
Yes.
has some ideas about this is how you do it, lights off missionary marriage, heterosexual, boring.
Yes.
And that's across the world,
Yes.
right? So the question is, and I always say this, sexuality is an inside job. You're a grown up. If you can drive and if you can vote, it is your job to extract your sexuality from that shame, from that confusion, and start to live a fuller, more authentic life.
Thank you for that. That is fantastic. I do meet certain men that are uncomfortable even how I dress.
Oh, sure.
Like I have these on and I had a man like, you're gonna wear that?
Oh, girl, you
But
look
see,
fabulous.
But thank you. But he is projecting. There's insecurity and there's always some way that they think women should look, right? How do we deal with that?
Sexual shame, which is shame around your body, how you dress. Men experience a lot of that as well. Like you said,
Expand on that.
We've only started studying sexual shame in men about a decade ago, which itself is shameful. But essentially, men have always been told that their sexuality is down to two things: how many women they've had sex with and how big their dicks are.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah,
It's literally.
yeah.
It's only numbers,
Yep.
right? And if you're a man who feels like you haven't made those metrics, you're going to feel shame. And there are studies that show that men feel shame around their bodies, around their penis size, how well you're endowed. And we do that, right? We're
Yeah.
always making jokes about
Yeah,
big dicks,
which is
etc.
true.
So I have a lot of empathy for men. And I think that men come in very rigid around their sexuality because that's all they've told they can be.
That's all they know.
And it's the same thing for women. Women experience shame around their bodies, confidence, performance anxiety in general. So
Yep.
it hits you at all levels, at a societal level, at an individual level, at a relational level.
Yep.
We got work to do.
Truly, and I will be honest here, I have had to grow into being comfortable in my body in sexual encounters, right? Because I've also been shamed in a certain way. I don't have big breasts, I don't have a big butt. So it made me feel uncomfortable. But now I own it. And on top of that, I don't want to align myself with someone sexually and they're not comfortable, right? If there is any type of erectile issue or concern, let's talk about it.
Yes.
I'm okay to talk about that. Let's make it good for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, communication is sexy as fuck.
Thank
right?
you.
And the other thing is what you just said about, big boobs, big butts. We're so stuck on certain beauty standards.
Right.
And the sexiest thing is someone that comes out and owns their body. Man, woman, non-binary, fucking cat. I don't give a shit. Right? As long as you own the form that you're in and you want to adorn it and you want to make it beautiful, that's fun. Life becomes more vital. It becomes more exciting across the board. You're more interesting at work. You're more interesting to date. You're a more interesting partner.
There you go. Girl, what's your sign?
I'm Capricorn.
She's a Capricorn. You are the sexiest thing here, honey. Let me tell you.
And you.
Thank you. So where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram, at LinkedIn. Podcast is Sex, Tech, and Spirituality.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I have marriages. I have breakups. I have situationships. We have it all. So now I want to talk to, who are you, sir?
Hi everyone, I am Jose Muset.
Nice to meet you,
yeah.
Jose. So why are you here at South by?
I'm here to network and learn. I love seeing this type of business and ideas.
Okay, well, let's get into it. So are you
Let's do
single, married?
I am married.
You are married. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Has it been a long time?
We have been about 4 years relationship. It's been about a year and a half married.
Oh, congratulations. How'd you guys
Thank
meet?
you. Fun.
Oh, this is a story right here.
I went for a ayahuasca ceremony,
Oh, shit.
and you know that
I know
those
it.
have to be in the country area because
yeah.
you have to be isolated. He is a country guy. He lived in the country area.
Yeah.
So whenever I got back in my car after the ayahuasca ceremony, I got back on the dating app. I think it was Tinder, and we matched. So that's how we met, and then we started chatting after that, and probably like 2 weeks after, we noticed that we lived 3 hours away because he was in Houston.
He lives in Houston.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, now he's here.
Now he's, well, of course he is, honey.
Oh yeah, he better.
Yeah, he made sure. What was it about him that you felt this was the right person?
Kindness and masculinity.
Say that again.
Yeah, kindness and masculinity.
Let's get into that second one, masculinity.
Yum.
Yeah, because I like a good old.
Same.
I like a good old. What was he giving though? Like, what made him feel masculine?
The whole country concept and the background, it was interesting for me. As a gay guy, you go to gay bars,
Yeah.
it's pretty common to see regular gay guys.
Yeah.
I am the type that like, the male.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole
Okay.
cow thing, it was hot.
He sounds sexy. Now, when you were dating before you got married, any red flags? Like, did you see something that was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this?
Totally. I still do.
What did you do to get past that?
Time, empathy. I'm not perfect.
Yeah, none
So
of us
every
are.
time I see a red flag or something on you, I'll always check on myself and, okay, but you are a little crazy or you're a little wild too. So let's try to balance it. Of course, they're non-negotiable, but
Can you share a non-negotiable?
non-negotiable,
Yeah.
aggressive, possessive.
Yeah.
I don't own you. We don't own each other. We share life.
Are they kind to the waiters and the waitresses? And like, how are you talking to people?
That's a big deal for
That's
me.
a big red
I walk
flag.
away from a date just
Tell me
because
about
the
it.
guy, he was rude with the waiter. I just walked to the restroom and I left.
Yeah, good.
Paid my tab.
And you were out. No, because
Peace.
that says everything about him.
Oh,
Like,
totally.
It really does. What is something that your husband did when you were dating that made you say, that's it, he's the one, nobody else?
One thing is he started driving when we decided to meet up.
Yeah.
We shared addresses and we're like, bro, we're like fucking far. We're 3
amazing.
hours away. He drove a weekend, and after that weekend, he kept driving every weekend after work from Houston to Austin.
I love that. Do you know Los Angeles at all?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Love it.
I dated a guy. I was in Beverly Hills and he was in Marina Del Rey. With traffic, maybe 45 minutes or so, whatever it is. Do you know he was like, I don't feel like sitting in traffic to come see me?
That's
Isn't that
enough.
awful? Now,
Peace,
I know
brother.
you're-
Good luck.
It was red flag. Last question for you is, if you have any advice to married couples that are like maybe hitting a bump in the road, maybe they don't know, they're unsure, what advice would you give them?
I feel that it's so important for you and for the other person to be happy. That's all that matters. Life is a trip. If we are sharing life together, we need to be happy. I need to be an addition to your life. If I don't make your life better, if I don't make your life funnier, then it's not working. It doesn't have to be forever. As long as you are authentic and you're allowed to be free and you feel comfortable around that person, that you can do whatever and you will never be judged and it will be fun, then that's a person. Then
That's
you
your
can
person.
negotiate anything. But if you don't feel that way, walk away.
You were just reminded me of something, right? Do you believe in divorce?
Totally.
People look at marriage as forever, and we want to stay positive. You know, worst case scenario, would you divorce for your happiness?
Or for his. For my happiness or for his. Yeah, it's fair.
That's so mature.
A marriage is not, it's not ownership. I don't own you.
Yeah.
If you find someone else, if you find a project, if you find something fun you want to do, if we can share that, awesome. But if you want to do it by yourself, where do I have to sign?
That was
Let's do
deep. Wow. You're so mature. I love that. Well, thank you so much. Where can
Thank
we see
you.
What are your socials?
J Musette ATX.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I like to talk to men, get their perspective, understand what they're dealing with. So first of all, who do I even have over here? What's your name, sir?
Terrell,
Terrell, where are you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Terrell, why are you here?
Opportunity, like this is a great place. You never know who you might meet. You never know what you might do.
We're gonna ask Terrell this. Question number one. What's going on with some of these men out here in dating? What are you seeing in the dynamic of men and women? What is happening that men are now looked at as wanting princess treatment, if you will?
That's wild. Who said that?
A lot of people say that.
There's men telling you they want princess treatment.
No, they don't tell me, they show me.
Well,
and what I mean by that, let me break
yeah.
it down to you. Men do not call you anymore. Men do not court you and ask you out on a date. I will give out my number and I won't hear from him. Sir, you gotta check for me. If I give you my number, why wouldn't you text me?
I'll say I'm not a calling person. If you look at my call log, it's not going to be a lot of outbound, inbound, but I'm definitely going to text you. We have to communicate, absolutely. But I'm like, hey, what you doing? Pull up, or let's show up, or let's go out, let's do something. Quality time is one of my top love languages.
Good.
Number 2. So I am going to try to find some way, but it's probably not going to be let's sit up and cake on the phone.
So you don't want to talk to me on the phone?
It is not my preferred way to spend time with my partner.
Okay, I like that.
Except I do a lot of traveling. I've been divorced for about 5 years.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for that response. The number one response I got when I got divorced, what did you do?
Nope.
Most people, when they heard, okay, you're divorced now, they like, what did you do?
No, they're
I said
unhealed.
She didn't want to be married anymore, and that was okay for her.
Are you
Yeah.
okay with that? I mean, are you?
Was I okay with her decision?
Yeah.
No, I loved my
Yeah,
family. I loved being
yeah,
a husband. I loved my
yeah.
children. But I want her to find
Right.
happiness. I want her to find whatever. She still ain't found it.
Right.
Or she might have. You know, who knows? That's her business. That's her
Sure.
pursuit. After fighting for many, many years, I had to come to a place within myself to just like, okay, you do what you need to do.
Thank you for sharing that, really.
So the brothers out here, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'll tell you, for me, it's been just a challenge. For one, I'm not outside very much. And I don't think a lot of people are outside. Like nobody's going outside. Everybody's inside chilling.
Not where I come from, honey.
You from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We outside.
I'm from the Midwest. We're not outside.
Okay.
But I'm outside because I travel the world.
Yes.
I'm like looking for beauty everywhere I go. So I think that yields something. Second thing is, I think that today's woman can be intimidating. And then on another level, there's a lot of women who are not trying anymore.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Not trying to be seen, not trying. You look like you put some effort into showing up at work today.
I mean,
Unless you just like go to bed like this and wake up like this and it gets better.
I mean,
It's possible, but I'm just saying, like, you know why you're getting so much like, oh, you
Yeah.
look good.
No,
Yeah,
I get-
because
no, I
it's
get
like,
that.
in
Yeah.
comparison, they are not trying. No one's trying anymore. So for me, it's like the standard has done something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild out here. Now what am I supposed to do?
you're supposed to be the confident man that you are.
Well, I'm
and
saying, like, so where's my standards supposed to go? So I'm kind of like you. Like, I'm cool with being single. I'm so content. My peace is my priority. And if you're going to come and try to interrupt that, then I'm good.
when you say where do you go, though, right? Is that almost like dating down? Like you won't? 'Cause
Dating down is...
some people don't like that. They
Well,
don't-
I won't say that because I'm not up to say that someone is down. But what I won't do is date incompatibly. That's what I
Correct.
mean.
I like that.
Yeah. So I like, to me, that chemistry, I know my top 3 things that I need in a relationship, and I'm like checking for those very quickly. If they're not there, then what are we doing? We're just having fun. I can do that too.
Do you mind sharing those top 3 things?
I would say these are the top 3 things that most men want.
No. I want Terrell, honey.
I am. I'm going to
Okay.
say, this is my list. But I do think it is true of a lot of men. So they all begin with 3s. They're the 3 Ps. Why don't you start by guessing one, and then I'll give you the other 2.
What does a man want?
Yeah, well, you know, you might be done with us for a minute, but you still know.
Respect.
No, that's not good. That doesn't even give it a P. And you know why? You know why I'm not going to add respect? I'm not going to go too Bible on you.
No, get into it, please.
We know from the nature of mankind that that's one of the things that men actually need. It's like in a need.
Sex.
Respect?
Sex.
No, I'm saying that's why respect is not on the list. Like, I'm going to get that, but yes, but sex doesn't begin with a P unless we say.
No, I'm not going to say
Well,
it.
you're not going to say it, but
I'm not gonna say it.
it's the P word on my list. That's very important to me.
All right, I get it.
The other two, plate. So my primary love language is acts of service. So to me, the plate is proverbial. I don't mean you have to fix my plate, serve it to me. I can do that myself. And I'm very particular about it, so let me just do it. It's going to take a while to get that right, so I'm just going to do it, right? But the idea of you being kind and of
Correct.
service to me and the way in which we do that together,
Correct.
not into these old school, you're the woman, you need to, not any of that ridiculousness, but just this idea of this exchange. So yes, pussy, plate, but my primary one, the number one, forget the other two if I don't have this one, peace.
I kind of have a problem with this. I always hear men say, she gotta be my peace.
I didn't say that.
But I do hear that though, right? Like, you need peace. She's gotta be my peace. What I hear when I hear that, I can't be my true authentic self and coming to you and saying, this is a problem, that is a problem, let's fix it. Because then it becomes oh, I'm nagging, oh, she's complaining, I want peace in the home. There's something about a man saying that a woman should bring peace. It's almost shutting her up in a sense.
That's not me. That's not what I'm saying. If you're nagging, you're nagging. So don't try to say you're not nagging when you're nagging. There's a specific way that nagging is. So if you're nagging, own that and stop nagging.
Yeah.
There's a way to communicate what's going on with you without it turning to nag. So now we're talking about you feel like your boundaries are infringed upon and you didn't exercise those well, and now you're getting to a point where you're having to aggravate the situation in order to get what you want. That's manipulation. So if it's nagging, it is nagging, own that. So I'm not talking about nagging.
Facts.
And I'm not also talking about this idea of like, shut up, leave me alone. I'm saying that I have built with very hard work the right boundaries, the right situations, the right way of life that manages conflict, manages stress, manages situations, manages things with grace and with peace. If you're going to come and interrupt that, disrupt that, and not build upon that, then we're not going to work.
Can you give me an example of what it's like not to have peace with her?
If you are more of a taker, and what I mean by that is that's not the right balance. I find people to be so self-absorbed. If all you're doing is like drawing from my energy, there's something there, because you're going to be probably perpetually undersatisfied, and then I'm stressed out because I'm trying to figure out how to do something that probably isn't going to be achieved.
So here goes the question, right? Is this nagging? Let's say you and I are in the house, right? And let's just say I want you to paint an accent wall. Now I've asked you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna get to it. So by Thursday, now I got an attitude. How do you handle that? It's your fault.
I'm not painting an accent wall. I'm not. You're gonna hate that wall. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a mess. There's gonna be paint on the carpet. There's gonna be ragged edges around, and I'm too much of a perfectionist. Like, it's not coming from me. But I will make that appointment. It will get painted, but I'm not gonna do it. The reality is, no, we're not gonna get to Thursday, because on Monday when you asked, I said, okay, I'll make that appointment. Matter of fact, if I don't make it by Tuesday, then just remind me, but I'll make sure to make that appointment. So it's about that communication
and doing it.
Absolutely. And setting deadlines for expectations.
Oh, so you say that. You'll
I say that, yeah.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to make it today. And if I don't get to it, be sure and shoot me a reminder, because I forget. And so you have to be like, okay, the grace is he just forgot. So I'm going to give him a reminder.
How did you get to this point?
Education, training,
Yeah.
trial and error, doing bad things, not doing the right things. But a lot of it, because I've worked in these sectors so much, like conflict mediation and resolution and healthy boundaries. I've also been through a lot of therapy. I do my own work.
Same, yeah.
The marriage didn't just end. It went through years and years and years of therapy and trying, and you absorb some of that.
Now I have the final question. You go on a date and you pick her up in your car. Do you get out and open the door?
If I have to answer yes or no, the answer is no.
May I ask why?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to tell you why. Because I didn't like that you made me say yes or no, because it is situational. First of all, this is 2025.
Oh my God!
Y'all forgot what year it is?
Oh my God! Because it's 2025?
What? What's the rest? What is the all about? What is the rest?
So you can't even get out your car, which takes 0.5 a second to help me get out because I got on 8 inches, child.
Okay.
You can't help me get out?
My grandfather, who raised me, was a gentleman. I actually am quite respectful and a gentleman to all human beings. So it so happened you're the human being for the moment, but more than likely, I open the door for my daughter. I open for my sons.
Right.
I'm gonna open for this guy here.
Right.
I'm just a door opening
Same.
person. Except on occasion, I'll get a woman who I'm opening the door for me, and she'll tell me, "Don't do that."
You know, I've heard
I will
this.
get that every now and then. The woman who does not want me to open her door. So now I'm a little more unsure about
It's a little
if that's
bit confusing.
It's confusing. And so I'm like, it had nothing to do with you being a woman. I'm not trying to hit on you. I'm just like, we're going through the door. I'm a gentleman. I'm holding this door open for you. Now, the car scenario is wild to me because I am going to boop, boop. We're going to, the door is going to be unlocked.
Boop, boop.
The car is already going to be started before we even get to the door. But if you were saying, I'm coming to pick you up on a date, then I don't know then either, because I think this is more about chivalry. And when I talk to women specifically about chivalry, it's always a crazy conversation. So now I'm gonna turn it back on you. Is chivalry only for women, or is that a chivalrous act that women do?
No. So let me check him real quick because he
And don't go to the history of chivalry
No.
was a knights, and don't go
No.
way back there.
I'm gonna give an example. I used to date a lot, right?
Sure.
And I am a on-time person. And when you're on time, you're 15 minutes early, right?
Yes.
So I text the guy. I was 15 minutes early at the bar.
Okay.
I said, hey, what kind of drink would you like? I'll go ahead and order it for you. So when you arrive, it's ready,
That's
right?
nice. Yeah.
Would we not say that's kind of chivalrous?
Yeah. I've never had that. That's amazing.
He ripped me a new one.
Oh, what? Okay. What didn't he like about that?
So he wanted a beer. Now, I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't really know, but I said beer to me should be cold, right? It shouldn't be like warm. So I said, text me when you get in the elevator, and I'll make sure the beer is here for you. He arrives. It's not there yet because it's on the way. He's like, well, I thought you said my fucking beer was going to be here. You can't even take a second to realize that I was just trying to be kind and make sure that you had your beer ready when you arrived?
I don't drink beer.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I don't drink, period.
Okay.
So in that whole scenario, I just would have not gotten the drink.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the idea that you asked me would have meant a lot to me. So if you're saying that women do chivalry because they think ahead and they have that intentionality, that's the first and best answer I've heard for this question. Because most women cannot think of chivalrous things that they do for men. And they think that chivalry is relegated to the way in which a man acts to a woman.
No.
For instance, I gotta open your door. I gotta stand on the street side of the car.
But you squinting your eye on that. What's wrong with that?
I am, because that's ridiculous. If a car is gonna come up on the curve, it's gonna hit both of us. It's gonna hit us both.
But you're a man, like, you're
no, and you're from New York, so we're gonna be changing blocks and like
No,
I gotta switch back and
sir.
forth, and it's a lot. It's a lot. But most of it is for the woman, and I'm here for it. If that's what she needs, and she expresses that, it's small. I'm down for that.
This was so good.
Yeah.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.